All right, so I broke this, they call it a half rod down here. That boot broke apart there, and there's some clicking going on at low speeds. And basically, Tracker says that that's all one part, that you can only buy that one part. It's about $270, and they don't have an off-road tech to do it, so I'm having to do it myself. So I'm just getting in the process here of taking off the tire and evaluating my situation. Alright, so I got the tire off, and there's some kind of little bracket plate there, and then there's this, like I believe they call that a king nut. Probably gonna have to take off this rotor. Probably gonna have to undo this screw up top here. Right down there as well to get this all undid. So here is my new half rod. And it looks like one end is potentially threaded up here and the other not. This is what I was mostly concerned about, thinking I was going to have to take that off. I think there's a good chance that this actually is all a bearing and everything in here. So, there's no screws that go this way. So I'm guessing the whole thing is held together by having to take that rotor off. So, it's not lickety-split like they told me at the shop, at Cabela's. It's, oh yeah, no problem. If you got half a brain, you can do it. I think I have more than half a brain, but it's not like I'm not going to accomplish the task. It appears that this part potentially attaches up top. That was pretty busted up there as well. So probably a good thing it's not just a matter of one individual piece. But anyways, I think the best thing to do is to snap a photo of this spot here, and we're going to start disassembling this unit here. So as I allow my brain to catch up with my face, I'm thinking I don't have to take all this apart necessarily, and maybe I could just take this bolt out and that will swing down, and maybe that will pop off by allowing the whole unit to swing down. Of course, there is a brake line here that I need to be aware of when I'm doing that, but I'm going to try to just take this bolt out, swing the whole unit over, and hopefully that gear just kind of will be able to be slipped out of there. I'm trying to get this king nut off, but it is just not coming off. And I keep looking at it, there's no cotter pin. Man, and it seems like this disc probably would just come off if this was off. But man, it is not turning. And not totally sure I have the right socket. I went and got 3 of them. I had a 1 and 1/16. That is not quite big enough. I ended up with a 1 1/4. That is probably too big, but for sure this thing just doesn't want to come off. So I was trying to apply a little leverage. But what happens is I'm actually moving the entire drivetrain all the way. The transmission, I guess. The axle or something like that. And it basically was off the end of the shaft. You see on that one, this goes into this box here, and then this one goes in the axle. So you get that off. And I watched a couple YouTube videos, and basically they the vice grips put it on there and have something inside, and they're banging on it. And then they're like welding pieces of that in there. Shit. I don't really know what I'm gonna do yet. So I'm kind of just, I've used a pry bar. I mean, I don't do anything. So I'm gonna kind of bang on it a little bit and see if I can come up with a plan, and then I'll videotape that. Okay, so I've been working on a couple things. I've been prying on there with a little screwdriver and everything, and now I went and got this hammer, and you see, the thing is absolutely fucking none of that worked. Fuck, this thing don't want to move. You really gotta have a slide hammer. This. I've done it a couple times. I can't really get it to stay hooked to anything. I mean, I know I didn't do anything. I think I didn't do anything. But I basically was like giving up, and then I was just kind of putzing around my garage and just thinking like, man, this sucks, and waiting to be inspired or something. And anyway, I just grabbed a little wood chisel and just thought maybe I'll start trying to pry on it a little bit, and I swear to God, I moved it maybe like it's kind of loose a little bit. So now I got the pry bar, and it doesn't like just go, but it is definitely come out just a fuzz. So my God, this is why I make a video, man. You know, I'm gonna just get right in here now because I got it out. I can't even believe this after all the banging around, buying this tool, whatnot. So, this is the old part. Now I'm afraid to really put it back in, but I'm so confident about this. Anyways, I ended up calling Cabela's. They called tech and he said, oh, you just have to have that shaft and you just push it in and you just pull it out. No problem. No problem. Well, I didn't have that shaft because I already recycled it with my metal. But I just took this and I pressed it in there, and sure enough, there's a little ball. It's really hard to see. There's a little ball, and you press that in there, and and then I just grabbed it with my hand and just popped it out like it was absolutely nothing. So for anybody that you see all this pounding and all this bullshit, there's just a ball in there, and you just have to bring this straight, push it in, and pull it out. It was so easy. I am a little bit afraid to put it back in. But you can definitely see the ball that's in the back. It's tough to see on here, but it's directly in the center in the back there. So that's how it's done. I was actually playing with taking this band off to use this, and then I thought, what? I don't really have a band thing. I kind of broke this little tab on here. So I just thought I'd just stick that thing in there. Stick weird things and odd holes, and you're going to get results, baby. Woo! I started making this, and I thought, oh, well, I can just, because I just kind of figured it out. So here, pulling, can't get it out. You push it in. It's just a little bit more than it would take, and then you pull it out. And there like nothing. But there is an odd feeling there because you think that you're pushed it all the way in, and then it's just a little bit more. And hopefully that was on video, and that's how you do it.